Once upon a time, in a distant land, there lived a young couple who longed deeply for a child. Although they had none, their hearts were filled with hope. After some time, the young woman discovered she was expecting. The news brought happiness, but something strange happened soon after. One morning, while gazing out of the window, she spotted a lush lettuce garden next door. From that moment on, she couldn't stop thinking about it. "I'll die if I don't get to taste that lettuce," she whispered, her cravings consuming her completely. As the days passed, she grew weaker and thinner. Worried for her health, her husband finally said, "My love, I'll bring you some of that lettuce. But it won't be easy. The garden belongs to a powerful witch, and no one dares to climb its towering walls." Still, his love gave him courage. Late at night, he quietly scaled the high wall, sneaked into the garden, and plucked a handful of lettuce. His wife ate it with great delight, her strength returning slowly. But the single bunch wasn't enough. The next day, he ventured into the garden once more. This time, the witch was waiting. "How dare you enter my garden and steal from me?" she growled. "My wife is pregnant," he pleaded. "She craves your lettuce. I didn't mean harm. I was only trying to help her." "You should have asked," she snapped. "You'll pay for this." "If she doesn't eat more," he said desperately, "she'll fall ill and may not survive the pregnancy." The witch narrowed her eyes and replied, "Then take as much as you want, but on one condition. When your child is born, you must give the baby to me." Terrified, the man agreed without hesitation. Months later, their baby girl was born. True to her word, the witch appeared and took the newborn away. She named the child Rapunzel, after the lettuce the mother had longed for. The witch raised Rapunzel in secret, treating her with care. As she grew, the girl became breathtakingly beautiful. When Rapunzel turned 16, the witch locked her inside a tall tower hidden deep in the forest. The tower had no doors or stairs, only a small window at the very top. The witch had never cut Rapunzel's long, golden hair. Whenever she visited, she would call from below, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair. It's your mother." Rapunzel would lean out the window and let her braided hair fall down like a rope. The witch would then climb up using the shimmering strands. This went on for years. One day, a young prince was passing through the forest on horseback when he heard the most enchanting voice. He followed the melody and discovered the tower, though he saw no way to climb it. Mesmerized, he returned to the same spot every evening, listening to the sweet voice that floated from above. Then, one night, he saw the witch arrive. "Rapunzel, let down your golden hair. It's your mother," she called. The prince watched as the long braid fell and the witch climbed up. The next evening, just after sunset, he approached the tower again. Mimicking the witch's voice, he said, "Rapunzel, let down your golden hair. It's your mother." Startled at first, Rapunzel peered down and saw someone new. "You're not my mother. Why are you here?" "Don't be afraid," he said gently. "I heard your voice and it moved my heart. I had to meet you." Rapunzel listened carefully. Something about the prince's words felt kind and true. Her fear melted away, and soon they began talking every day. The days turned into weeks, and their bond grew stronger. Eventually, the prince asked, "Will you marry me?" Rapunzel smiled. "Yes, but how will I ever leave this tower?" The prince thought for a moment, then brought her a piece of fabric the next time he visited. Each evening, he brought more, and Rapunzel tied them together to make a rope. But one day, she made a mistake. While speaking to the witch, she accidentally said, "Mother, the prince climbs my hair faster than you." The witch froze. "What did you say?" she snarled. "You've betrayed me." "I didn't mean," Rapunzel stammered. "You foolish girl. I tried to protect you from the world." In her rage, the witch cut off Rapunzel's long golden braid. Then, she cast a terrible spell and sent the girl far away into a lonely desert. That night, the witch waited in the tower for the prince. When he called out, she let down the braid she had cut from Rapunzel's head. The prince began to climb, unaware of the trap. When he reached the window, he saw the witch glaring back at him. Horrified, he tried to flee but slipped and fell from the tower. He survived, but the thorns below scratched his eyes. The prince was left blind. Wandering through the forest, the prince searched endlessly for Rapunzel. He lived on wild berries and roots, guided only by memory and hope. Then one day, In a quiet desert, he heard her voice. "Rapunzel?" he cried out. "Prince!" she called back, running toward him. They embraced, tears streaming down her cheeks. As her tears touched his eyes, something miraculous happened. His sight returned. Overwhelmed, they held each other close. Together they returned to the prince's kingdom, where the people greeted them with celebration and joy. And from that day on, they lived happily ever after.